Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? This is what we're working on. We're working on Van Gogh's Starry Night. We'll be there with just a second. Let me go ahead and do this so I can see you guys here. Oh, man. What am I stepping on? Ooh, it's a cable here. That is important. That probably should not be on the ground, I think. Let me go ahead and pick it up so I don't accidentally roll over it with the um, chair. Um, so hey, Mommy, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So let me go ahead and just check and make sure everything is looking good. It looks like it's looking good. So let me go ahead and did I share it already over here? I guess I did. So let me go over to threads and share it over there. And so we got it shared over on threads. And then I'm going to go over to Discordia, the land of Discordia. And let me throw them over, post them in a couple spots there. And then we will do one more promotion over here on my channel, on my Discord server, whatever the heck they call it, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably not sounding the greatest. My back is away from the mic for a moment. So, okay. So we got all the promotions done here. So let's go here and let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out. This is an 18 plus channel. I strive to be PG 13, but I cannot promise it. So forewarned is forearmed. And I do talk about different websites, different products, and things like that. Sometimes I do put web links out. So if I do, um, they're for informational purposes only. I am not promoting the sale or purchase of any items, especially to those under the age of 18. So if you're under the age of 18, please, please, please get permission from your parent or legal guardian before you watch. Like I say, I am usually G rated, but at the most PG 13. But sometimes we do step into that 18 plus pool. So just letting you guys know about that. So we are going to take this down and we are going to turn that camera. Oh, I do want to say this. I do want to give this quick promotion here. My birthday is next Tuesday, and at 8 p.m., we are going to have a birthday celebration on my channel at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, March 11th. I'll be 61 years old. So I did want to do a little promo about that. So let's go ahead and start the camera and look right here. And we are going to be doing this. I re-put these in. I opened up some of these smaller containers. I'm going to buy some more of these. I really, really like them. Very seldom do I have an overflow like 24 here, but that's usually it's black or some kind of basic color there. So we're going. I was debating on whether to work on these and get this spot done up here, but I think, well, let me see what the colors are. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and work up here. So I'm going to drop my camera down. Let's see if we can get it turned here. Oh, I am ripping the crap out of my table. So let's get this a little close here. And I'm going to try not to knock this. You know what? I can't stand the fact that it's there. I got to make it somewhat parallel. There. So, yes, I'm a little freaky about that. So let me move this over here so I can see the chat hopefully a little bit easier. So I did share it out. So I'm going to go ahead and just start working here. And I hope you guys enjoy. What color am I going to do first? This one. Oh, I got to get my eyes used to all these different ones. I'm going to have to use the legend, which, shoot, on the side of each one, there's a legend with all the colors and they're numbered 1 through 31. So I just wrote the numbers on these. So like I have to look like number 4 is an equal sign. I didn't put that on here. So if I see an equal sign, I'm like, oh, it's number 4. So that's kind of something I did. Um, I am going to rotate these though, um, so that I can actually see the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm just going to start up here with 3. And I got my tray here. And I do use this little container here when I dump them. And I do have some release paper, which I can put here so that while I am not doing it or my hand won't lean on it, but I'm put it there just basically so you can see this. I put this here. So I'm going to do number 3 first, which is a number 3 on the thing. These are 4 are connected. So what I kind of do is put my hands over the ones that are not being used. And I kind of very carefully open it and then we pour it in. I hold these so they don't accidentally spill out because that would really suck big time if I had multiple colors in here. I would cry. So we're going to shake, shake, shake. We're going to kind of get them all in there's little grooves in there. So we're going to open this up. And wherever there's a 3, now I've got this kept open so I remember what number it is. And I'm going to keep it in the tray. So if I knock it over, then they will fall in the tray and not on the floor. That's my goal anyway. So we're doing 3s wherever we see 3s. I put fresh wax in my nibs. This one will hold up to 6. This is a single. If you don't want to use that, you can use a wax pencil like this. These are for beads. I don't think it has as much control, but they say if you have some of the specialty beads, like the Aurora beads, that it's better to use something like this instead of the wax because the wax tends to take the coating off. So this actually is not too bad once you kind of get used to it. But I went ahead and bought these. These were not that expensive. I got them on Amazon. I just looked up. They're actually used for nail art. So kind of interesting. But yes, and I have one of these that has no wax in it that I basically use to kind of push the drills. And that's what these little pieces are called drills. Some people call them diamonds. So I am debating on whether to go ahead and since I'm going to work on all 3 of these, maybe opening this entire area and working the entire thing. I will at least do 2 of them. Let's see how we do because since these are all kind of individuals, this is called confetti when they're just kind of splattered out like confetti. So I'm going to do a 2. So we'll grab 2 here and that's going to go right there. So we're going to try to get as many the 3s on and hopefully we don't miss that many. But I'm sure I will because I do. We've got a 4. So we're going to, whoops, I only grab 3. So we got 4, and that's going to go right there. Then we have a 2, which is going to go here. Then we have a single here, and a single that goes here. Now, yeah, they're not perfect, but they will be. So we'll just I'll kind of work them a little, we'll just move them a little bit. So I believe that's all the 3s. Well, I have a design that I found online for a face hugger, which is from Aliens. Hey, Dad Man. And I'm going to go ahead and open up this other one too. This is parchment paper, just you buy it at the grocery store. I like the parchment paper. It's better than the plastic. It's just a thing with me. And you have to put this on because, as you can see, this is sticky. And if you don't, um, it would lose its sticky because stuff would get on it like dust and things like that. Once again, this is going to be a trial. So I'm wondering, there's quite a few. I was going to have some of these trays and just keep them in the trays um, in case I needed them. But I don't know if that's going to. I'm going to try to get as many as I can. Part of the thing is your eyes. When you start, your eyes have got to get back accustomed to seeing the individual numbers. And right now, it just looks like a big blob to me. So I'm struggling to see the individual numbers. But it would be so funny because, like, then all of a sudden it'll click, and it's like the the numbers and everything are very clear. So it will happen. Um, I'm going to move this up just a little so you can kind of see the tray. Actually, we'll just do that. But once again, I've got to line this up, make this where it's somewhat parallel because that does bother me. The OCD in me. If they did an art installation at a museum and one of the things was that the paintings were lopperjawed, twisted, slanted, I couldn't go to that museum because I'd want to straighten them all. So having this parallel does help. I am going to do something really neat. That the face hugger, I found a free pattern online. It was, and I think I'm going to take it and I'm going to find some glass, a glass frame, and I'm going to make the face hugger. I saw someone do a technique and they use double-sided adhesive for the, what to put it on. And I'm going to try doing it on glass. I think that would be really, really fun. It's only 3 colors. The hard part will be when I have to remove the, whoops, I'm sorry, excess. Hey, Connie, how are you doing? When I have to move the excess adhesive on the frame. Because the letters would be free. It'd be that. And so I thought maybe I might put some kind of border around the words free hugs so that it would be easier to cut. I don't know. But I'm going to try it on glass. It looked fun. And I'm always one to try something different. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up this end over here. So we're going to try to move this camera so we can see all 3 of these. All 3 of these here. We're going to make it even. This is part of the legend where it has the numbers and the symbols that correspond with them, which the sunflower one did not. So that was what caused some grievance. So I'm trying to, this is going to be what it's going to be. So let's drop it down a little bit. Let's make it somewhat there. So we're going to go ahead and take off this one. We're going to go ahead and work on it. So we are going to get this section done today. I have someone picking me up at 3 o'clock The retreat I went to, we do have monthly meetings, and our monthly meeting happens to be today. They're either on Mondays or Tuesdays, and on Mondays I can't make it because I have bat. Well, I might be able to make it. I'd have to drive by myself um, because I'd have to make sure I left so that I could get back for Batman. I love Batman. I am really, really liking that show. So we're done with the threes. It looks like so we're going to dump the threes right back in here. Whoops, up. See, that's why I just tipped it over. I'm going to put this release paper over this just so that it doesn't. So you can kind of see. I see I tipped it and knocked all those over. Whoops. And if it wasn't in the container, they would have been all on the thing. And I don't want that. So we're going to try to push these in here. Come on. And we just, I tap the back. Quit sliding, you silly thing. There we go. And then I can take, this dumps out fairly. I'm not going to do this here because I have the, but I do it off camera and I'll just dump them in like that. But I can't do it. The camera's in the way. So that's 3. So we're going to do 2s now. So I'm just going to take number 2s and open it up like that. Hold these, dump some 2s in here. I don't want to close the 2 because then I forget what number I'm doing and I can look at this and it reminds me. So we're going to start off with 2s. So shake, shake, shake. Let's push it down. I don't like doing that by the. So we're going to just start and look for 2s. So with it not being right over me, and sometimes I like doing it at an angle. It's easier for me, but I'm not at an angle. So I can't necessarily get quite over this. I'm going to cover this part with this so that I can put my hand here, and that might make it a little easier. Hopefully I won't knock the camera so much. A lot of 2s. And then we have a 4. I've watched some streamers who do quite a bit of diamond painting and they like these pens that come with the kits because their hands are small. I never even thought of that. So you don't have to buy the fancy pen if what you get in the kit works for you. So that some of these are not necessarily lined up the best. I will work on lining them up when I'm done. You kind of get them placed. And most of them are pretty good, it looks like. But trying to get all the, see if I see the singles. Put some singles in here. And they might have other ones over on this side, but it's just easier to. So I think I just have that double, and then I'll work on moving these where they need to be. Kind of scooch them a little bit and make them go. Move them, put them in submission. You will do what I want you to do. And with the adhesive, you can kind of, I like to use the term scooch them around. Make sure they're the way they're supposed to be. Okay, so we've done that. So we're going to slide this over like to here. So here we go. There's some singles here. Oops, that one's not even close. We'll grab 3. So I can't stand it. I've got to fix these. This one that goes up here. Usually I try to wait, but sometimes I can't stand it, and I have to fix it. So let's see. We have a double. Have a double. I'd like to get another pen, I think, and just permanently put on the 3, the one that does 3. Um, and then I'd really like to put the one and with the straightener. Um, um, so I would. I have this. Where is the straightener? I have this one that has the straightener on it and has the roller. Um, but I would like to, I think, get another pen. I don't know if it necessarily have to be like this pen. Excuse me, my thing moved. There we go. But this one isn't bad. This one wasn't that expensive. So it's something I eventually want to do, but I am quite satisfied with what I have now. Oh, sorry. Did I give you a headache smacking you in the head? I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm finding this very therapeutic. Today's my dad's birthday, and he is no longer with us. So it's a day of mixed emotions. Um, and March is my birthday month, so that you know, I'm sad because my dad and my sister aren't here, but I'm happy because it's my birthday too. So I feel very sometimes just torn. But I find doing this very relaxing. I thought about working on a big diamond painting and doing a video, um, like a 30-minute, 40-minute video, doing, talking about start to finish. But it'd have a narration and stuff, and I just don't know if I can do all of that. I don't know if I have the right equipment really to do all that. I think it would be a blast. I think I would have fun doing it. I just passed that hot pot Korean barbecue place your brother wants to go to. I know. We need to do that. Oh, see, I missed a 3. I told you I'd miss a 3. Um, we need to go one time. I think it would be fun, but I want to go at dinner because I'm not spending $30. There is a time limit on it. You couldn't be there so long. But you should be able to eat your fill in the time limit that they have. It's a Korean hot pot place where there's two kind of sets you can buy. I can't remember, but I know one of them is like meat, and you get meat and seafood, and you have a broth. I'm going to grab a 3 here real quick. Let me close that 2 just for a second, because that 3 is going to bother me. So I'm just going to grab this 3 right out of here. So we're going to put that 3 right there. Okay, I just had to do that, because that 3 glaring at me, mocking me, would just drive me crazy. So I think we got all of the 2s. And so we're going to do 3s. There's no 3s down here, so I'm going to kind of set this way. And these are 2s. Sometimes I go over and check the which one I have open, so that I don't get confused. Because I do sometimes you can get confused. That's okay. You do your work. You make money for us, honey. Make money. That's it. Part of what you do. So I believe that's all of the 2s. So we'll just plop that there. Dump the 2s out, and then we'll figure out which symbol we're going to do, which number. So let me put this here, and you see I'll just dump them in. I kind of tap it. There is a little broom, a little brush. Broom, gosh. Whoops. Wow. I watched one diamond painter, and they kitted kitting is when you put your beads or your drills in whatever you're going to use. But they kitted them all in trays, and I'd be so afraid I would knock them over. Let's go ahead and we'll do the plus sign next, because that's the next one right beside it. And so over here on the legend, which is here, I know it's a little crooked, but there's the plus sign, and that's 15. So we're going to grab 15, and then we will complete this. I am ripping up the edge of my table. Oh well, it was a free table. So we're going to get 15 here first. So here's the 15. Put our tray in. Whoops, uh-oh. There was a 2. Let's go ahead and try to grab that. I'm going to put that in the 2. I did not know if I would like these containers because they're connected. But as long as like I say, I'm holding the other ones so that they don't open up by accident, which they could. And they have on me when I was not being diligent. So we're doing 15s, which are pluses. So I'm going to put this here. I don't think there's that many of them, but enough to, here we go. Plus. Bye, all, and thank you for your support of Mrs. Even More Needed this month. Please share out the stream, too, if you can. Have fun, chat with us. Yes, thank you. I think this is going to be so pretty. I would love to get this done today, but there's no way. There is no way, Jose, that this is going to get done today. I'd like to get done to like here, this, and then down to here. But I was thinking my next diamond painting that I do, I'm going to make the squares and I'm going to number them. And then we're going to get a dice and we're going to roll, um, and it'll be the section that we do. Um, so it'd be very arbitrary. Um, I thought that might be kind of fun instead of doing them. And we'll still have sections. I have it sectioned off. I don't know if you could really see, but I got light pens. I made these fairly small because it looked like there was going to be a lot of confetti, and confetti takes a little bit longer. If I see that there's a lot of the same color, I would make the squares bigger, um, that I open up because it doesn't take as long to do. The rainbow rose did not take that long because there were lots of blocks of color. So the red was, you know, um, in a big section. So they had, yeah, big sections. So it made it a little easier, to fill up quicker, I guess you could say. And this, as you can see, has a lot of individual placements. So we're going to move this over. Let me put these, whoops, is there, these blues are going to just be so pretty when it's all said and done. I was trying to think of a way to frame them, and I got some masking tape to just kind of put around the edge. The only thing with the masking tape that's a problem is that you can see through it. So any markings that are there, you see, and so I had to, do a Sharpie or something to cover it, but it did. The Sharpie kind of worked. So I did the Plague Doctor, but I went ahead and I bought some. I'm getting it on Amazon. I was going to get some thick markers, and I got to thinking, why don't I just buy the black tape, idiot? So, well, I did say idiot, so um, I'm gonna so I will be intellectually honest with you, and that's what I said. Um, and so I went ahead. It was actually cheaper than buying the markers I was going to buy. So it should come in today, and I'm going to reframe the Plague Doctor that I've already put in the bathroom. I just used like a poster putty, blue tack, whatever it's called, many names. And see, I'm already really seeing the symbols a lot better now. Whoops, that almost was disastrous. Um, and maybe it was just getting that one color in, and it was just enough that to there's a two I missed, to differentiate, um, to break it up enough where you could see what was going on. So there's a couple pluses here. And I guess there was a study I read that showed, they did it with teachers, that in a classroom they're focused kind of like down the center aisle, and they don't really see on the left and right. So a lot of times they're um, they would interact with those in the middle. So if you didn't want to be picked on or called on or anything like that, you need to go onto the sides. I see a couple of twos, and there's a plus way over here, a couple pluses. So let's go ahead and do those. I hate it when you know they're over here and you can't find them. So I think that is all the pluses. Are those pluses? No, there's a lot of pluses over here I flat out missed. sometimes I kind of push my fingers to see if I can feel if any of them are not where they're. I have to be kind of careful that I don't hit the sticky. So I believe we've got a couple twos. Oh, there's some pluses there. So let's go ahead and get those 3. There's 3. So I'm kind of looking to see if there are any more pluses, and I don't know. There's a whole row of 2s that I missed. Wow, I didn't do very well on that, did I? So I'm kind of looking to see if there are any more pluses. Wow, there's a 2 there. There's a 2 there. And there's a row of 2s I missed. Wow. But I think, hopefully I got all the pluses. I don't see any more pluses. So we're going to put these back in here. Let's cover this. Let's put this on top so you can kind of, I'm just not, you just don't see anything. I think tapping the tray works the best. And there's one that flew in. I just pick it up off my finger. So that's 15. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 2s. I'm not going to pull them out because I feel I need to punish myself. So we're going to just pull it right out of the container. So let's see, there's one there. Let me go ahead and get that one. Basically, I just kind of stick the thing in and hopefully it pops up the right way. So we have that one. And then we have, I just plop it in and hopefully grab one. Come on. It's going to be a little ornery now that I'm shaking a little bit. Let's see if we can find a. Is there one on there? No. Oh, that's what you don't do. That's why I keep it in the tray, guys. Oh, thank goodness this paper was there. They all would have stuck on the sticky. That would have been very, very bad. But since they're here, I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do very carefully. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. Because this is stuck to this paper. This. So I need to be very careful that when I pick this up, there we go. Whew. That would have been disastrous, everybody. Because where that was, all those purples would have landed there. That would have been so bad. But it didn't. That's why I need to keep these in the tray. Even if I'm doing this individuals. Do I have another 2 that I can put this on? I really don't want to. This is when I go and I'm like, okay, there's got to be a 2 somewhere that I can put this one on. And I'm going to look over here. Is there a 2 over here somewhere? There's a 2. We're going to just stick it right there because I don't want to open up that thing. So, and then we'll just close that one back up. I just put it way over here in the corner. You didn't see me do it, but okay, so we got the 2s. And then let's look for the equal sign. The equal sign is 4. So we're going to do 4. Is there a lot of equal signs? Enough to put some in here. So we're going to hold. I opened it up. We're going to hold the 3. Like I said, just put my hand over it. We're just going to dump some in. I don't think we need that much. So we're going to take this out, put it in the container. That's important. We're going to shake, 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 shake. See, get some of them lined up there. Not all of them, but I think enough. We're going to move this over here. So let's see. We have a 3, which is going to go there. A 2, which is going to go here. And we have, I love hearing that sound when like you go between two and they fit and they just fit so nice and they make a little scritchy noise because they fit where they're supposed to be. Let's do all the multiple ones and then we'll do, oh, that was weird. That did something a little bizarre, but we'll just, they're easy peasy. So over in this section, I think that's pretty much, we got one here, and then we have them here. I think that's, and a few down here. So I'm going to start at the bottom because that's the ones that you tend to forget. Well, that I tend to forget anyway. I can't speak for everybody, but I do. Hey, Fallout Dave, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. I've got a place I've got to be to. They're going to pick me up at 5, so I'm sure I'll be done by then, at least whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to work as much as I can on this. So I think there's a couple equal signs here. And then there's a few here. Here's a drill that didn't get any color on it. I usually have a container. I put all my extra drills in here from the ones I'm done with. Aren't some of those pretty colors pretty? Sparkly, sparkly. I believe that is all the equal signs. So we're going to bring this over here. First off, we're going to cover this. And the only reason I'm covering this is because I'm showing you what I'm doing. So I have to bring this over to here, which I don't want to set it on that adhesive. If I was doing this not on camera, I would set my container over here and not worry about it. But tap, 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 tap. Come on. There we go. So that is 4. And let's see. What number do we want to do next? Or symbol? I guess we could do a little bit of the crescent, which is 19, which is a darker color. So we're going to do 19. So here's 19. Obviously, it's got a 1 and a 9 on it. I put my hand over everything I'm not opening, and then I slowly, carefully open this one up. Sometimes I do that because sometimes they kind of jerk open, and I'm afraid of there's none. And I hold these so these don't accidentally open. So put that in there. We're going to squishy this around so we can get the colors in here. This is a, I don't know if it's black or not. Or it's maybe a very dark gray. So these are the crescents. That's 19. I'm going to check one more time. 19 are the crescents. So I don't think there are any over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And then I can just work on wherever I see crescents at. It's a dark greenish color, actually. That goes there. Then we have a 2 that goes here. And a 2. Whoops, that's a single. So we'll just put that single. What am I doing? Crescents. Forgot what I was doing. Do that single there. We'll do a single there. Then we'll do a 2 here. Then we have a 3, couple 3s. We have another 3. Hey everyone. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Yes, lay down and relax. Please, please, please think of your health first. It's very important. Especially there's things that are going around. So rest. I'd like to play some music during this, some like kind of chill music, but I'm afraid I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm allowed to do, what I'm not allowed to do. I think if I could just, I might invest in getting, I don't want to use YouTube music because I don't think a lot of it's great. And I see StreamYards has music, but I don't really know if they're copyright free, you know. So I don't want to get in trouble with that. This blue is not where it's supposed to be, so we need to move that one, and get them put in where they need to be. And we have a double. Well, I am like really whiffing it a lot today. There. So we're still looking for crescent moons, crescent croissants. What is my problem here? I'm having some major problems, guys. I don't know what it is. I think it's operator error is what it is. So I think that's all the crescents. Oh, there's one right there, right beside it, and I totally missed it. Is that not funny? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. I'm going to use the tweezers to just pull up this pink wax. There we go. Okay, let's look and see if we missed any. It does not look like it. So the next one I think we're going to do I think are the well, I don't know. I don't know. Let me go dump these in. Because some of these I think are Not going to be that many, and I can do them right out of the container. So let's see. You know, let's do. I guess we'll do the funny ends, which is 30. This is one that's a little ornery to open. It's a pretty color, isn't it? You don't really, well, ultimate. Hey, Padawannabe, background music. My brother plays bass and guitar, and I thought of asking him to just riff a bit and send it to me for backing tracks. That would be cool. Hello, all little containers. I recently got a bunch to organize my Legos. I think I figured out my camera stand. I still need lights, though. This is taking too long. It'll be fun, though. You can buy an inexpensive light. I got this one at Walmart. Yeah, I'm going to kind of hope there's nothing really. That one right there at Walmart. And you can find some at stores like that they're not too expensive. Ring lights. I've got just regular lights shining down. Whoops. See what happens when I stick it. It gets sticky. So we're going to go ahead and do these ends. There's lots of ends. So let me make sure 30 in. Yes. I'm doing my Lego builds now Fridays. I have them at set for one right now. I might do them later in the evening. But I am not sure. But for right now, I'm going to do it at 1 o'clock because that's a time that is known to me. Whoops. Okay, that's all these little funny looking ends. There's that part. Let's work down here on this star. These are parts of the stars for the Starry Night. Do 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 somebody. Okie dokie. I believe that's all the ends there. And so we have quite a few ends here over on this. So I think we can do like a big, fill that up. You can see it. I'm going to put it right there. Then we have a 2 and then a 5. Whoops, that's a 3. Do we have a 3 somewhere? Yeah, there's a 3 right there. Let's go ahead and move these kind of where they're supposed to go. I will say with the bargain kits, one of the biggest thing is that there's um, like not really a consistency with the drills. So there's some that are taller, some that aren't. And it's just, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, kinda. I think it would be different if we were doing squares because these have a little bit of a wiggle room to them. I'm going to just work over here first. That's one good thing about being able to use the multi-placer. You can fill in a lot faster and kind of place them, and then you can kind of move them around. Or is the word I like to use, scooch them around. Scooch them to where you want them. I'm not sure where that phrase come from. Just always used it. And I can't say that it's necessarily a southern phrase because my mom and dad were from up north. I mean, my mom was born in Michigan and my dad in Rhode Island. So, like I say, I don't know if it's southern or something from the north. It could be either, I think. Ends, ends, where are you ends? There's an N. And here's an N. And oh, there's some N's in here. Let's go ahead and get them. When you have to place them singly like that, because there's only one, this is called confetti. I guess you could put some of these on and scooch them near it with the hopes that you don't have to move it much. I believe that is all the ends. The things I want to do as ends are sideways S's. So I believe we have done all of the N. So let's go ahead and put this one up. Okay, so the next number we want to do is let me go ahead and do the squares. Excuse me, let me get a drink. Well, I'm thinking we might get these 3 sections done. Just this up here, and then this will give us the row. And I might come back later tonight and work some more on this. So we have the squares, which are 5. So let's put this here. Let's put this here. And we're going to get number 5. Now, some people I know have asked why I put some washi tape on the end. No, nobody's really asked, but I'm going to tell you. I'm going to act like people, you know, having have sent me questions. But if you're wondering, but you haven't asked, why is this washi tape taped at the back of this? This is the exact reason why. I can take, and I now have a clean line of drills that are in the channels, and these are ready for me to shake and get them back in, but they're not in the way. So, and this is 5, and 5 are the squares. So I'm going to just kind of put this here like that. And we're going to just look for squares. Now could I have put that up any higher? And then we have a couples of 2s. I can't do it with this up here. I thought I could, but I can't. So you can see it there. You got a single. I'm not going to waste the effort. It attached, so we'll find a place to put it. So we have a bunch of singles here. Off we go. Oh, I didn't realize how tired I was getting. I did not get a lot of sleep last night because I had an early doctor's appointment. And it was my own fault. I'm the one that made the stupid appointment for 7:20 in the morning. So, yeah, we won't do that. I still want them in the morning so that I can go to the doctor's appointment and then come do my show. But, yeah, not 7:30. 7:30 is a killer. And so I'm starting to feel tired. But that's okay. We can do this. So I'm looking for any squares. It looks like the squares are pretty much going to be up here. So we can do this. So I believe that is all of the squares. Okay, so we got the squares. So let's go ahead and put them in here. So I think we're going to do parentheses next. I mean percentages, and that's 8. Oh God, this one's going to be a little ornery, and I'm so afraid I'm going to fling the... This one does not want to open. There we go. Whew. That's 8. Pretty green, isn't that a pretty green? So these are the percentages. These are only going to be near and around where the stars are. Are there any percentages around here? I do not see any. Okay, so I believe that was all the percentages. I thought there would have been a little more, but that's okay. Oops, I left out a square. So which ones are the squares again? Squares are 5. So I'm going to go ahead, since I have this right here, dump this in. Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and get a 5. There's 3 of them I see. I'm just going to open up the 5, and we're going to dab in here and place them. Oh, and there's an N. I think N is 30. Yeah. Okay, so let's work over here. Let's do these little angles. And the angles are 14. Let's you can always dump more in. Sometimes I pour them too full. So we're doing the bug. Not so bad. Crap. I dropped my pen, but I only got these 2 where they're not supposed to be. So thankfully most of them dropped on this release paper, which you can't see, and I'm not going to move it so you can see it, because I'm just going to put them, come on. Only a few were here. I'm going to grab that one. What number is this again? This is 14, which is these little um, this. Okay, let's try not to drop the pen into the tray again. Let's try. That would be nice. Oops, sorry. This drill over here was upside down, and it does not fit right because there is a flat side and there is a round side or faceted side. And so we need to make sure. Yes, I could use a nap too. I'm going to try to get this one done. I really want to. Um, but I promised you guys I would do this, and I am not, I'm okay. Um, this is taking longer because there's so many confetti, just ones. There are some people who only use a one bit for their entire drawing, and I've heard, or painting, I've heard that doing them, you can get, these are round drills, but you can actually get them square, and they're a little more involved than the round ones, because the square ones fit completely together, so you have to kind of not be off. Okay, I think that's all of the, what were these? Little air pointy thingies. Angled somethings. Okay, I think that there's only 2 ones. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up the one and place those. Those ones are bothering me. It's just sometimes you see it's just in a spot that bothers me. So I'm going to go ahead and, because there's not a lot of them, I really think there's only 4. Oh, there's another square that I missed. So the square is 5. Let me go ahead and get that 5 done. Oh, I missed 2. I see right there where I missed 2 of the angles. So I will, whoops. Come on, pop on. There we go. So where was this one? There's the square. Sorry, I saw something over here. Oh, I guess you could see one of the drills was not correct, and so I was going ahead and fixing it. See, this one is not where it's supposed to be. So we need to kind of move these, and they're like popped up. So I use my feel as much as I use my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do these ones. It just really, really does look like there's only two. And then I saw two of the angles, which are 14. So let me grab 14 here. I'm just going to keep it in the container, and I'm going to grab two. Sometimes you get two at the same time. Where did they go? There we go. One, and we need one more. Sorry about that pounding there. And two. So that does that one. So we're going to do one. And I really think there's only those four here. So let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to keep it in the tray. And we'll try not to hit the, you might not see me grabbing them, but I'm grabbing them from the tray. So sorry. Okay. And I keep hitting the camera. It means I'm going to move it a little bit, and maybe that will help with the angle. One, two, I only have four. Oops, that grabbed two. I only need one. I took them both down. There you go. So sorry. So I think that's all the ones. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do the L's, I think. Or the, oh crap, there's two more 14s I missed. Let's go ahead and do the right triangles, which is 18. So I'm going to take 18 and I'm going to open it up. Maybe take this out of my hand. There we go. Dump some in here like so. Leave that open. So 18 are the right triangles. So here we go. See, when you can do big blocks, well, they're not big blocks, but multi ones, it really does speed up the process. Oh, there's a couple pluses I missed too. Okay, well, we'll just, okay, I have a single two over there. Doing right triangles. a lot of right triangles. Blue, this is the main blue of this picture. I'm doing all the multi ones, and then I will do the singles. Okay, so it's time for singles. Oh, I totally lost track where I was. There we go. I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm not real talkative. Today is my dad's birthday, and I miss him a lot. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me while I do this. He just would have loved, I think he would have just loved all of this tech. He would have built us all computers. He probably would have even gone streamed with us. My dad was just, he was amazing. Gosh, look at all the, oh, I didn't do the circles yet. I thought I did the circles. Oh, I missed a couple more of those there too. 1, 2, 3. I missed that square, missed those pluses. But I just miss them. He would have loved this. He would have loved the technology. He would have built computers just because he could. Um, he built our house, and it's a cinder block house, and he drew a model, and I think the model probably got destroyed, but he did a 2-scale 3D model out of manila folders, mind you, because remember this was 50 years ago. And he drew the bricks to scale, so he knew exactly how many cinder blocks that he would need to finish the project. Let me go ahead and do these squares. A couple, I think there's one square. And we had a basement. You don't have that many basements in Florida, but he got it to, it worked. It just, he did most of the work himself, including the electrical. When it was time to do the cinder blocks, he read a book because there was no online then. There was no YouTube channels then, and he built a little wall just for practice, and then he built our house. I have 2 squares right there. But I think he just would have loved all this technology. He would just thrived in it. He would have had so much fun. Building computers, the 3D, he would have bought a 3D printer, and he would have designed whatever he wanted. He wouldn't just buy the design. He would design his own stuff because that's kind of the stuff my dad did. Um, like I say, he would have been really happy with all the advancements. I don't know. Um, he liked technology. I think we all would have had um, state of the art computers um, made to whatever specs we wanted. Of course, we would have to help him do them because that's part of it. You learn. Um, you hung around him, you learned. Sometimes he wasn't a great teacher though because it was easier just to do it instead of teaching it. Um, so that was sometimes frustrating because his brain was so um, ahead of everybody. Um, but no, I think he would have embraced this technology. I really do. He had, I missed a lot of these, man. He had the Commodores. He he had the dot matrix printers. Remember those? Now we have all this amazing stuff. Come on, I'm trying. This one's on here. I'm trying to get it to flip so I can. Well, we'll just do it. Um, I think he would have just loved it because he could. He would have just puttered in his. Probably would have had a shop and puttered. Um, just I love technology. I wanted the newest stuff, but sometimes I think about pre-internet days and wonder if we're really better off now. Oh no. Well, I think we need to learn how to properly. Um, yeah, but you know what, Dave? They said the same thing when television came around. They said the same thing when those talkies came out. They said the same thing when silent movies did. They said the same thing when we got telephones. They said the same, So it's making sure that the technology is not abused more so than anything else. So I think, wow, we might get this done. I'm going to go ahead and um, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't want to do these. I might do the, um, how many slashes? There's a couple slashes here. That might be all of them. Okay, I'm going to do, there's two of these slashes. So they are, I just think it's funny that, we used to call what we call a hashtag now, it was the pound sign, and now it's hashtag. I think that's funny. I might have to put some more wax on this. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Here we go. So we take this wax, push it in. I do a little twisty to kind of make sure it goes all the way through. I'm going to do one more. So what happens is it gets compressed and it doesn't stick anymore because it's not out there. So we need just two of these. So let me grab there. See, it grabs much easier. We have one that's going there, and we have one that's going there. Now we will move these around like that. So we are now, oh shoot, those are the wrong colors. Dag nabbit snapperdoodle. These are supposed to be white. What I did, I'll show you what I did. I have some an overflow of a certain color, which is 24. And there we go. And I put it just at the end of this one container here. See, this is 24, and I needed 31, which was the slash, which is black, white, or dark white, completely different. So make sure we put the right one in. I'm glad I noticed that. So we're gonna grab a couple of whites, and like I said, oh, there's two of them right there. We're just gonna kind of stick them on like that. Let me go ahead and close this. Now that's what they're supposed to be. That makes much more sense. This one went flying, so we'll pick it up. Well, that makes so much more sense than what was there. So let's see, what color are we going to do now? I guess we will do, we'll do these triangles. And these triangles are 29. So it's kind of a lightish blue. So open that up. Pour a bunch in there. Going to keep this open. Put this here, move it. Do a little shaky shake. Got to get them where they need to be. Like that. Kind of ignore some of those. Some people have these. I guess I just look at how people use technology, and that's what makes me wonder. Um, Dave said, I had a handheld computer in the 90s, created my own type of Wi-Fi cloud before Wi-Fi and clouds. So I like being on the edge, which now is brain chips and human-like AI domestic robots. True, Mrs. But has humanity ever not abused new tech? Absolutely. I agree with you totally on that. So it's learning how to use the technology correctly. Um, so, um, yeah, getting near. Whoops. These will be fairly getting less and less in some of these areas, so they're real easy to put in. Now those both are kind of crunched in, so I just kind of gently placed them because I didn't want to shove in with the wax. And then I grabbed this one that doesn't have anything in it, and I just use it as a moving tool. It's a manipulating tool. So we're going to work on this area down here. Whoops. Put those there. I might have to get something to eat. I might have to stop and just chat a bit and eat a rice cracker. But I might have to take, I have my sweater on. I was cold earlier, but I don't think I'm that cold anymore. So when I'm going to work, see about finishing this one. I don't think there's a lot of these. I remember the days when the screaming robots connect to the bulletin board. Oh my gosh. I just, I remember the stupid phones and the phone connections. Oh my gosh, we look back and we whine now. I'm like, oh my gosh. Remember, and then someone would call, especially if you were downloading something and you're like terrified of getting a call. Almost completely downloaded, and then you would, oh, there's a couple more F31s. We'll put those in. So I think that might be all of this. I don't really see any. I'm not. Okay. Yep, there's two right up there. So let's go ahead and get those. I went to the doctor's today and they had a payphone that was in the wall, and I just laughed and I went to everybody. I said, my kids wouldn't even no the they wouldn't even know what this is. So I remember, now it's everyone has a cell phone. Even little ones sometimes have cell phones, and I don't, it's, if they're going to school and things like that, I think every child should be allowed to carry their cell phone. Even young ones, and um, my kids didn't get cell phones until later, but I homeschooled, so there was no need for it. They didn't. We were with them, so they didn't really need cell phones until um, they were a little older. But if my kids went to public school, they'd be having a cell phone, and I dare the teacher to tell them that they couldn't have access to it. There's too much scary stuff that happened. Okay, those are those. Those are those, and these are these, and thems are thems. So we're going to do the up arrow. Let's see if we can find where the up arrow is. The up arrow is 26. Ooh, that's a pretty green. Look at that color. This 26, isn't that pretty? That'd be so pretty if it was real glittery. That's a real pretty kind of, I don't even know what to call it. But isn't that pretty? I think so. And that's 26 with your up arrows, which that's weird. It's going to go right there. One's going to go there. I have a couple. Whoops. That one just kind of, who knows what the hell it was thinking of doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, payphones, another thing became obsolete. Phone books. But I remember now when the kids were, if they went somewhere and I said, now if you're ever in trouble and you feel like you can't call directly, just text me. And I told them to text something that I knew that they would not text if they weren't under duress. And I said, then I'll call and make some excuse that I have to come pick you up. Grandma's had a heart attack or something like that. But I remember when with the cell phones, with the pay phones, if you didn't have a quarter, we'd always call collect. And then they'd say our name and they know we're wherever we were supposed to be at or something like that. But yeah, little. I loved looking in a phone book. I'm a weird kid. I love the yellow pages. I love looking in the yellow pages. Let's see, we're doing up arrows. So there's one there. There's a 3 over here. That's wow, that's gonna be so cool. So, but you remember, I never ever knew of oh hey, you're still at the hospital, your elbow. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. And they said, what if robots remember us making them scream and now we're giving them AI and bodies that can do full human motions at top athlete levels? I know, so scary. Payback. We were a higher trust society back then. People all had their phone numbers and addresses listed in the phone book. Now that would be doxing. Well, it would be if you set them over the um, thing, but I can still look up in the white pages most of the thing and can find people's names and addresses if you have, an idea. Oh my goodness, that one's just sticking there like annoyingly. There we go. I got these. My mom sent me some Quaker Oats rice cakes. Oh my gosh, and they came with different flavors. They were at Sam's, but they were only, I had to order them at my Sam's, but they had them there and she had them shipped here. Oh my gosh, they're so good, everybody. They are so good. I love rice cakes. I always have. But the sea salt ones I take and I put peanut butter on them and they're really good. But they have a caramel which is just good by itself. Oops, that's not the right shape. Let me make sure I was looking. Let me make sure I did those correctly. Yes. Because all of a sudden I fixated on the purple teas and I don't know why. Um, but they have a chocolate one, and I haven't tried it yet, and I because I know it's going to be to die for. But what I want to do is get some cream cheese because I love cream cheese, and I want to put it on some of the chocolate ones. I think it would be really good. So I got to buy some cream cheese. So this is no white pages, Dave. On the you can like search on the internet, and it's called white pages or something. No, not a physical. It's like a digital white pages. Sorry about that. I think not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, I'm going to split up the anime. And instead of watching all JoJo, I'm going to do half JoJo. And sometimes it's going to depend on if there's a parter, one or two parter, depending on how I do it. But do 6 episodes, and I'm going to do Cowboy Bebop and JoJo. So we'll have so many episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and then Cowboy Bebop. And I think that Fortnite update today. I hope it's stable. I played 2 matches before you stream and it crashed. One of them, one and the one I did good in, of course. Yes, Cowboy Bebop is. So I thought I might kind of break that up a little bit and Cowboy Bebop only has 26 episodes, whereas JoJo has a bunch. And kind of keep JoJo as like a long term anime, and then just keep kind of maybe, well, I will just have a different one. There's one Space Dandy I want to watch. Um, Cells at Work, which is a really cute one that I would love to put in there. But if I can kind of split it and we can like still watch the JoJo and we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do just, let's go ahead and get these dots, the circles done. And that the circles are 24. So I'm going to not take the 20. I had an overrun of 24s. So I put them in this container here. So I'm going to use this one instead of the one there. Try to get this one empty. And 24, it looks like it's black. Um, So that way we can watch a variety um, of anime, and some of the shorter ones, like I said, I can stick in with the longer ones. Yes, it's got lots of episodes. It's got 5 seasons. Um, but I'm gonna start doing that in they have the Stardust. Oh my gosh. Stardust Stardust Crusaders, and they're not this week, but next week they're starting a new, like a second part of it, a different arc. And so I'm going to I think I'm going to start splitting it up then, so that, like I say, I'll put Cowboy Bebop in there, and so we'll have, like I say, it depends because JoJo has a lot of 1 and 2 episodes, and I don't necessarily want to split them up. I guess I could. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Because they do recaps. Um, and they were split up originally. So I might just do 3 episodes of one, 3 episodes of the other. And that would give 6 episodes and total. And so the same time like we have now, but just watching 2 different um, shows. But yeah, I'm Death Note is a good one too. No, but Space Dandy. Have you ever seen Space Dandy? Space Dandy is freaking hilarious. It is so funny. Um, I have Death Note actually. How many episodes? How many total episodes does Death Note have? I've never watched Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. What is it about? What do you know? What genre it is? Because there's some genres I really don't watch a lot of. Sorry with my shadow there. I'm going to write that down. Tokyo Mag. Oh, the 8.0. Oh, you haven't seen that one? There's a lot of them that are, and some of them that I really like are like the slice of life ones, where it's just basically, their life. It's like we're watching their life. It's really cool. So I forgot which shape symbol I was doing here. Um, those are fun. There's some really sweet ones of those. Or I love the ones, some of them that are like the viewpoint of animals. Um, so they're not, there's nothing sad. It's about a little girl and her brother who go through an earthquake in Tokyo. Oh wow, that sounds really interesting. But I enjoy slice of life ones also. Like I say, they're just kind of the day in the life of whoever, and they're really sweet. So I might, mix it up with. Excuse me, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Um, so JoJo sometimes gets a little intense. So I'm going to leave the L's because I want to build in some of the. Oh, there's some. I missed some triangles. Um, see, I'm very. Um, I'm going to fill in some of the other to make them a little easier to do. I think um, because I am missing. So we're going to. How many triangles did we miss? Where are they? 4. So we're just going to slowly pick them up. And where did they go again? There we went. Whoops. See, I squished out a bunch of the wax. That's why I shouldn't use this pen to kind of move them around. That's why I use one that doesn't. have wax in it because it smushes it up. But I did anyway. So I'm just going to grab these and put them on here. But there's some really neat genres out there um, to watch. Just some that are funny. Some of them, they get a little heavy, and I might try to mix up between the. Thank you. Yeah, like a real, like probably like slice. It might be kind of considered a slice of life. Um, um, in the slice of life genre. I have to look that one up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do. I think I'm going to do the J's, or let's see, what do I want to do? Buppy dabby dub bup bup. I'll do the J's. The J's will pretty much just be here and a little bit here. It looks like because and there's one J. I hate it when they put like one just out of the friggin' blue. There's a J. See, there's another up arrow I missed, which is 26. I like doing them when I see them. I guess it doesn't really matter, but it bothers me if I see it and I don't do it. Where'd that up arrow go? It will bother me the rest until I cover it because it's not supposed to be uncovered. So let's see. I guess I could do the L's and let's work on getting this one done over here and then that will be done. So L is 12. It's kind of an orangey color. That way it'll open up, close that area up. Tokyo Point oh is a little outside my normal anime taste, but was worth the journey. And I think I might do some Ghibli, depending on, how you want to pronounce it. Um, I know there's a correct way, but I, I do not know it specifically. So, there we go. So we're just going to work on the L's here. There's one L right there. Boink. And there's a bunch of L's over there. Yeah, Spirited Away. Oh my gosh, some of them just rip your heart out. They just rip your heart out. I wanted to see one in the theater, but we just couldn't get it. The time when it was, it we were not, excuse me, in town. I was going to take my sweater off because I was getting hot. So that recent one that came out, um, I wanted to see it in the theaters, but we just couldn't. And they only had the dubbed one, and I just really didn't want to watch the dubbed one. Yeah, that yes, they are. He said the Ghibli movies are well done. Deborah sub depends on if I'm doing other things while watching. I'll watch stuff in English if I want to watch something while I'm working. I just, I'm sorry, I kind of like feel like I got to. I don't know what's wrong with me. Um, feel a little verklempt. Um, I would find something that was in English um, if I was working on something. But that's my own thing because there is some English stuff. Lots of new quests, story quests. Yeah, I figured they were just going to bring them out, and the theater would have to be dubbed. Absolutely. Hello, Marissa, the Autistic Girl 2024. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I think I probably will just get these sections done. I really wanted to get more done today, um, but I might work on it later tonight because I think Dad Man is still going to stay at with Grandma Man walking tonight. So it's so funny. We when we got sick, we went into separate bed. I went to sleep on the couch. Well, I've gotten so used to the couch and it's so comfortable that he's like, "Oh, well, you can sleep in the bed tonight while I'm gone at Grandma Man's." And I'm like, "Actually, I kind of like the couch." So I don't know if I've relegated myself to the couch. It's coming. I think I'm going to really like this one. I agree. The rose one was rainbow rose one was really pretty though. I'm glad I did that one. That one did that one I completed, and that's going to go to Grandma Man walking. I'm waiting. I ordered some black cloth tape or painter's tape, and maybe you're biased since Starry Night is one of my favorite paintings ever. Well, cool. That is cool. What am I doing today? I am doing a diamond painting, and you take and it's kind of like a paint by number, but you use these little diamond things, faceted resin, and you put them in. Excuse me, I got a little hiccups now. And you make a picture, and the picture that this one's going to be is Van Gogh's Starry Night. I think so too. But I think it will be real pretty with the black border on it. And we'll just use some blue tack to hang it on the wall. Like I say, I'm waiting for the tape to come in. I ordered it on Amazon because, God forbid, if I go to a store to get it right. So we're looking for F's. There's lots of F's over here. Um, I watch these shows. They're stupid Chinese dramas, and they are stupid Chinese dramas. They're made for them basically for people to watch on their phones while they're oh cool. You're hanging out with your family? Cool. Van Gogh was a genius in an era where his mental health struggles were not understood. Such a shame he wasn't appreciated during his lifetime. Yes. Yeah, well that happens a lot with a lot of artists. Um, especially if they're ahead of their time. So yes. I wish that sunflower one worked. I'm kind of I might look for another one that's not real expensive because I really want to do that. I could feel Grandma Man Walking's house with oh, that one went flying. Just flew off the thing. Right there you go. kind of work on kind of trying to keep them somewhat straight. So we got a couple of single F's here, one there. And I love these are just off a little bit. Oh, they're so pretty. They're kind of like the Mexican telenovas, but what these are, they're like in small chunks. They're made to watch on your phone, so they're the long thing. And you watch Lego Masters on TV. I will be totally honest. I have not watched Lego Masters. I'm bad, but I have not. Um, but these are at a they're at a the like you're watching them on your phone, and they're like in minute to 3 minute segments, and there so many of them are repeated. But I watch them on YouTube, and they have them all together, and some of them are like end up being like 3 hours long when you put them all together. And I just really the stories are so hokey, and a lot of them are just what happened here are just repeats. It's the same storyline, but they have different actors and they change little bits on them. So I watch those some while I'm doing diamond painting because pretty much I know what they're saying because I've watched them a gazillion times, so many different iterations of it. And I'm just curious to see, how are they going to kill her this time? And then she's reborn, and it's like, okay, when she's reborn, how is she going to exact her revenge on the step family? Usually, the a lot of the ones I'm watching are she's the biological daughter of or son, a child of a rich family. Well, she was put in an orphanage, and it could be for various reasons. Um, Usually the mom or the dad put her in an orphanage because they have either an illegitimate child they want to put into the family, or they were told that the child's bad luck or whatever. So she's put in an orphanage, and this other girl is adopted, and so she kind of becomes the golden child, and then the real daughter comes back. To the family as an adult or even a young child, and they hate her and they treat her bad, really, really bad. She usually lives in a storage room or outside on the patio, something horrible. And then the um, adopted girl doesn't like her, afraid she's going to take her inheritance. So she bullies her and pretends to be innocent. So the biological daughter always gets blamed for everything and gets beat and all this stuff and is not fed, not given money or, any, spending money or anything like that. So um, they the and there's usually other siblings involved, but she gets killed and she comes back and exacts her revenge. And I love them. I love them. They're so hokey and silly and fun. And hello, Snortapoopus. How are you doing today? I hope you've had some good napping time today. My goal is to finish these three sections. I've got I'm going to not visit. I'm going to a meeting tonight with some of my lady friends, the ones I went to the retreat with. Um, so we have a monthly meeting, and sometimes I can't go to it because it's on Monday. Um, um, and but yeah, I could go still and still get here for the Batman one, but sometimes it's really kind of stressful. So I'm so you don't see me doing that. I just kind of did it off camera. Sorry. Um, it's fun. Yes, and I just think they're fun. They're silly. They're mindless. But I just like I say, I'm kind of sucked into this one storyline, and I have watched it. So many different iterations of it. Um, you know, or there's the one where her family hates her. She's the one, and she gets rescued by the loving CEO who she doesn't know is a wealthy CEO, or one where the she's forced to marry this man who everyone is told that is horrible because her sister was supposed to, her adopted sister is supposed to marry him, but she doesn't want to because she's heard he's ugly and everything, and he ends up being like this gorgeous hunk that's just freaking amazing and everything. So it's just they're just so stupid, but they're mindless, and I like that, and so yeah, it's my new guilty pleasure. So what number is this? Let me make sure I'm doing the right one. 10 is an upright V, so any of the upright V's I need to do. Um, I say upright V's because these I think are lesser signs, but in my brain I equate them to V's, so I just call them sideways V's. And if they were with the big side down, I'd call them mountains. So yes, I have my own little way to describe them. Yeah, you see a lot of times like the amazing stuff. Like, China has that movie Big World, which I so want to see. Um and I'm thinking of maybe doing a watch party so we can all cry together while we watch it. Um but you don't see like their trash stuff. And I really appreciate some of the trash stuff, the soap opera stuff, the the I could like the penny novels of digital entertainment. Um, I love them. I love them. They're just fantastically, um, uh, just they're just fantastic. Fantastically cringe sometimes, but I really do enjoy watching them. So, yeah, and it just shows that it does take so little to make me happy. Sometimes I don't want anything deep. I want stupid. Sometimes it makes my brain hurt when something's too deep. It's like some of the British comedies. They're not, you know, every, just because it's British doesn't mean that it's classy. And some of the British stuff that's not, I just love it. It's just their pulp stuff, kind of, I guess is the best way to describe it. And I really like it. Stupid is okay sometimes. I am so glad that they don't have the V's, the like V's and then mountains, because my brain would just be flipping out. Because my brain's flipping out with the sideways V's or the greater signs. Because and thank goodness they have like a green background instead of a yellow. Because I'd be just totally tripping trying to make sure I don't do the wrong thing. I'd have to actually really think hard. I love English programs too. And like I say, they don't have to be classy. you know, I love some of their you know, just regular television fare, I guess you would say. I think that is all of these. Oh, it's more not classy. Yes. You guys have seen me put them in the tray, so I am not making a big deal of showing you it in the tray. I think I'm going to do, let's see, let's do these sideways S's. No, I'm not. I'm taking that back. I'm going to do the T's, the purple T's, which is number 6. You can kind of see me in a little bit there. But I don't know why I grabbed so many. We don't have that many T's, but oh well. We will have what we will have. Well, there is a lot in there. I'm going to have to dump some of these back. There we go. That will be much better. Okay, so Monty Python leading the classy department there. Yeah, I've seen some that are just their sitcoms, and they're either like really raunchy or they're just not that good, but they're funny. You're like, you know, if I was English, I would not be saying, "Hey guys, you over here in America, you need to watch this show." You just kind of go, but it's oh crap, I'm being really kind of stupid here. There we go. But yeah, there's one TV show that I would like to watch, and I have not watched all of it. I watched most of it. It's from Australia, I believe, and it's called oh my gosh, the Almighty Johnsons is what it's called. And what it is, it's oh look, I left some of the little the ones that I saw earlier. Um, they are the gods um, in modern times, and it's really funny. I enjoyed it, but they're in today. If what if the gods were in the modern times? So um, I'm going to go ahead and do these little S's now because I think the only P's we have are those two. So let me go ahead and do the P's. The P's are 16, so it's only two of them. And then what are the, okay, there's just a few whites right there. So 16 is P, so that's those two there. We'll get those straightened up. But there's some good, I tell you, there's some good Australian um, shows out there. You don't see them that much, but there's some good ones. We're going to go ahead and do that sideways S, which is a very light yellow. Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to go ahead and do those diagonals, which are these white ones. But first I'm going to, hey, Dad Man. Yeah, we're just talking about different programs from other countries and things like that. Come on, there we go. So I need to get 4 of the whites, which are those right there. So we'll just poke and place. I'm not being very careful. Because I will definitely be moving these because they're not attaching to the pin. Oh, I think there's 4. So we'll just work these around here. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I can't think. So there we go. So that's, oh, and there's a V we missed. Gosh darn it. And I just put the V's up. And that's so annoying. That's the V. So what number is this? This one, oh crap, I closed it. Shoot. Oh, that's the reverse S, which is 27, which I need to keep open in here. See, because I forget which one it is. That would have been bad. So here we go. Oh, I left a T. Dang. There's some T's there I left too. Golly gee, I'm really not with it. What the heck is my problem here? Oh, well, we'll get them in a second. Reverse S's. Sideways S's, I mean. Sideways S. Sideways S. Sideways S. You know, an American program that I really liked. Well, I like the Pretender and those. But did you guys ever remember the Dead Zone with it had I think Anthony Michael Hall. Was it Anthony Michael Hall? Is that his name? Was it from the Breakfast Club? That was a good show. I wish they ended it better, but I really enjoyed that show. And of course, we have Monk, which I think is fantastic. Um, Psych, which I love. Um, America has some good shows. Um, just haven't had any good shows recently, I don't think, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So my opinion and a nickel will make you 5 cents richer. But Monk is good. What other? I was trying to think of some of the others. What are some American shows that you think are like really good? They could be current or in the past. I mean, like the original Twilight Zone, things like that, but kind of not the what I guess we would consider like classic stuff. Like I don't consider the Pretender classic, even though I guess it could be labeled. But shows that you've watched that you consider. Oh yeah, the heist quests suck in Fortnite. There's another V I missed, which was a 10, and the T's. The T's are 6. So let me go ahead and do the 10. The old Twilight Zone Outer Limits were good, yes. To me, those are like to me, Monty Python is classic. I wouldn't I would that's just like classic TV. So the T's are 6s. Let me go ahead and do those few T's that I left. There is one that I've been watching British. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's interesting. It's called Sapphire and Still, and it's about these aliens and one's sapphire and one's still, hence the name. And it has David McCullum in it. It's good. So we finished this all here. Yay. So we're pretty much, well, we are right over getting this one star done. So let's go ahead and do 25, which is the sideways V's now, which is a different color green. Yeah, from the Get Smart. Oh my gosh, yes. And as hokey, like comedies, um, Gilligan's Island, Petticoat Junction, um, Green Acres, Mr. Ed, all those are just good classics. Oh, I left a J. And I hate it. I will say I really do hate it sometimes when they do movies on them or something like that because very seldom do they do them justice. I've got to put this one J because it was one that was here. So it's 17. So let me grab a J here. Um, and they remake them or they make a movie out of them, and you're like, stop it! Don't do that. Very rarely it does. Is it good? What makes the new FN Quest suck more is it has to be Crime City, not the other high spots. Oh yuck! That's why I wait. I'll wait. I'll do it later next week when hopefully there won't be as many sweats there because people are ass wipes when it comes to that game or any video game. Honestly, especially the first day of whatever. It's not just Fortnite. Um, Whoops. Well, I might get done at a decent time here. Oops, there's a V that I left, an upright V, so we will get that one in a second. No, oh, there's an N I missed, and there's another V I missed. Okay, we'll get them in a second. And there's another T I missed. There's a T. So let's see. Let's put these up. So I need to get some V's, a V, and an N, and a T. Okay. So let me put these up. Okay. So the N is 30. So let me go ahead and do that one. Because that one's like in the middle of, I'll forget it. So there is the N. And the rest are 9s. And then we have a V. The V is 10. And the T is 6. So there's a V there. And we have another V I thought I saw. I guess not. Maybe it's the T. So we'll do a 6. You're at break now, going outside to get some air. Well, I am almost done with this, Dad, man. This row, anyway. Okay, so it looks like 9 is all that we have left, which is number 9. I'm glad that they do that. That would be so frustrating if 9 was, 12. I would have to kill them. Sorry, didn't mean to hit that. They would die. They would die a slow, slow death. So here we are going to... Yeah, I normally don't do quests in Fortnite on the first day um, because people are not nice. And I don't want to deal with them. So I'll wait a little bit. I'll just go and play somewhere else on the map. Oh, God, that was like a totally whiffed placement there. That one did not want to stick properly. We will stick. I was told I say too much in my work papers, trying to be nice. I walked out because there are some corrections needed, but my ability to talk tells the whole picture. Dare anyone to challenge what I say? I'm a big picture guy. Where did you see West? There is West Cagle has not been here. This is West like West Cagle. I don't know what you're talking about, Dad man. I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I do not know if I like this border. I might cover this border with tape. I don't think I like it. we're almost done here. I don't have enough time. Well, I do. It's only 3:30. Maybe I'll do one section over here. We'll see. I'll see how I feel when I get this one done. So, yeah, I'm streaming. Do you need me to mute? Yes, please. 1 second, guys. Okay, so there we go. That section is all. Whoops, something just moved. Up, see that one flipped off here. Let me put this on my finger. Let's push that one. And let's get this and really push it down. What I'm going to do is get this brayer, and let's see if we can get that to really fit in there. So, because I do not place them down really hard, sometimes they don't stick real well. So I put this, they have this where you can kind of just roll over and it just kind of places them. So we're done with that. Should I work on this section? What do you guys think? Or maybe I'll work on this section. No, I could work on this section. This is a little section. I'll work on this little section and I'll get that one done. And like I say, there are no rules because you're not supposed to do a right from left and blah, 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 blah. But let's go ahead and get some more of these little sideways S's. We'll go ahead and get them put in. Is there a lot of them here or is there just like 3? So we're just going to pull these out of here. 1, whoops. 1, 2, 3. Oops, don't have one there. Let's go ahead and smooth that in because we're just going to be working on that section right there. 1, 2, and 3. Are there any other S's? There is a couple more. Put that where it needs to go. Then we have 2 that are here. Oops, that went flying. We have 2 more. Oh, is Wes Cagle here? Oh, yes. Diamond paintings take a while to do. Hey, Wes, I'm glad you're here. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, if I even saw you. It might have zipped up. Oh, and hey, Studying. Hey. I think you were here earlier. I don't remember if I said hello. I apologize if I didn't. Sometimes I see people and in my brain I say hello, but it doesn't come out of my mouth. So that could be very bad. But okay, there's all the S's. So this is just a small section, so it should take me about an hour, maybe a little less. So then let's do the triangles. And the triangles are 29. I just realized if I did them all out of the little containers, it would take friggin' forever. So I just need to take the time and pour them in the containers, in the trays. Or these are sometimes they're called boats, which I think is a stupid name. So I call them trays. I don't know why they call them boats, but they do. I've been streaming for about a little over 2.5 hours. So that's 29. Then we'll do the L and the F's we'll do out of the thing because there's only like 3 of them. But some of them that have more than that probably need to be. So L and F are 11 and 12. Oh, good. So the F is 11. So let's go ahead. There's 3 of them. So let's go ahead and put them in. Oh, sorry. F. Whoops. F. One more F. That one's upside down, but that's okay. And then we have an L. Oh, I keep hitting the camera. I am so sorry. So that's those. Now we're going to take this and we'll straighten them up. And West Kangle, my ears were burning. It's because we were talking about you, but only in a good way. Only in a good way. So let's go ahead and we're going to just kind of work this way and what is there. So we're going to do the up arrows, which is 26. Oh, you got to go back to work. So up arrows is 26 and this is 26. It's that pretty seafoam green. That's the word I was trying to think of. So here we go. Let's move that out of the way. So I'm going to try not to hit you while keeping the camera where you can really kind of see a little bit better, I think. So we're doing the up arrows. And we have the N, which is 30. Oh, I started to dump them without the tray. keep hitting this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to move it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do the slashes or whatever they call backslashes, whatever. That's the next, it's 31s. You get to where you remember what numbers are some of them. So the slashes are 31. So they're just down there. So let's go ahead and get those done. Those are white. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's see if we can get 6 of them on. No, we got 5, but let's put them here. And we have a 3, which we'll put here, and a 2, and then another 2, and some 1s. 1, 2, 3. And we have 24, which are those circles, which I'm going to go ahead and there's only 5 of them, so I'm just going to pull them out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh goodness, I left one. I need to get one more. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a V. And the V is 10. 10, 10, 10. So we have 4 V's here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and get them fit in here. So we have some hello. Yep, your ears were burning. So we're doing V's, and we have 6. Oops, well that gives us 5. And then we'll do a 1. For those V's, yes. And we'll do a V here, a V here, and then we'll do 2 V's. And we'll do 3 V's. We have some hellos. So nice as you guys talk to each other. You like each other. You really like each other. So we got the V's done. Okay. Now we're going to do the slanted V's because I don't like saying greater than or less than. I don't know why. But in my brain, I look at it and it says slanted V. So That's what I'm going to call it. I love you too, baby. Can you look and see if I have a package? I do. Can you take off the plague doctor? And I know what it is. It's tape. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you can open it up. I just was going to open it up. So that's all of this one.
No, it's funny.
I don't know.
I was going to go to the bathroom.
Oh, huh. Well, if you come back this way, if you could bring me the plague doctor, that would be fantastic.
Well,
So we're going to do 9s now, which are 9. So we have a 5. Oh, come on. Completely pick up here. And then we have a 2. Then we have a couple individuals. 9 and whoops. 9. Okay, so now we're going to do 1s, which are 1. I'm so happy that they actually, when they do numbers, they, do them. I wish instead of doing some of the symbols, they did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then A. Don't do B because it looks a lot like 8. C, D. Don't do E because E and capital E and 3 sometimes could get confused. Then F, then G. I just wish they did it that way. Whoops. What number was that? 9. So we're going to do what? What are we doing now? 1. Let's just leave that open. So we have a 3. It's going to go down here. I need to put some more wax on here because it's starting to not stick well. And then we have a 1. Thank you.
I have to talk to you after about dinner plans.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me after.
Okay. So we're now I'm going to work up here and get these ones here. 1s. 1s here. 1. 1 here. I think that's all the 1s. We have So let's go ahead and we're going to just work down this row. We're going to do 1, 2s, 3s, and 4. Which why 4 couldn't be 4? It had to be an equal sign. I don't understand. So we're going to do 2s now, which are 2s. Whoops. So let's see, we have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Whoops. I see another 2. So I think this is the last 2. So let's go ahead and do 3s now. How many equal signs? Are there only the 2 equal signs? Let's go ahead and do 4, which are the equal signs. Which one goes here? And one goes there. Now we'll do 3s. So let's see, 3s. We have a single. We have a 3. 3 3s. We have a 4 3s. We have some singles. Oh, there's some 2s I missed. 3 3s. And a single. And 3 3s. Okay, so that's all the 3s. Let me go back and get those 2 2s. Just open it up and whoops. 1 and 1 more. There we go. So we've done with that one. Let's go ahead and let's do the T's, which are 6. And then let's do the 14, which is the angles. These are such different colors that they will not dare get confused. I'll just look at the color thing over there. So, and let's see, what else do we have? Well, let's go ahead and just do, we have an up arrow, 26, which there's only one, which means I missed it at some point. So here's an up arrow. That's going to go right there. And we got the T's and the angles. And do T's angles. And we have a little bit pluses in these here. Okay. And oh, I did miss some equal signs. So let's go. I'm going to get those equal signs here real quick. Why? Because I want to. And got this one triangle that I'm going to get because I missed that one there. Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and do 18, which are these right triangles, because there's only 3 of them. And they'll help kind of line some other stuff up. Is there anywhere that's the best place to go for these diamond art kits? Well, I'm going to tell you, I do not know a lot about it, but I know places that are expensive. Diamond Art Club is like the premier one where a lot of people go to get stuff. They do have some great policies. Like this one person got a kit and they spilled all the drills on the ground, and Diamond Art replaced it. So at least replaced the drills. I don't know if they did the entire kit. So yeah, Diamond Art is okay. So this is T and this is the angle one. But they're expensive. Um, People just, it depends on what your price range is, and you get ones that are not as expensive. Um, there is sacrifice, and one, there's give and take. One thing that you have to be real careful of if you go to places like Temu or Shine, which I will not shop at Shine because I don't like their practices with their labor. But there you got to worry about they steal people's art and they don't get credit, so therefore the artist doesn't get compensated. There's that you need to think about. How, what are you willing to and not to accept? Um, and sometimes the quality's not the best because it's, you're buying a diamond kit for $7, whereas if you go and sizes, what do you want? Some of the Diamond Art Club, I think it's called. Um, they're humongous. They're way big. I would go. I would go to Hobby Lobby, to any place like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any kind of hobby store like that, and get something there. A Walmart, some Walmarts have them. I got this one at Walmart for $7. It was originally 10. So So that's what I would do if you want to see if it's something they're even interested in. Because they might go, I can't stand this. I've had so many people say, how can you do that? You know, it must be so tedious. And I find it extremely. Yes, get something small. I started with coasters, but I did see someone did a review on some of the coasters they got like at Michael's or something like that, and they put their finger on the adhesive, and the picture came off, so they ruined it. Um, Amazon, Amazon. I would go to Amazon, and if there's some kind of coasters that she might like, you know, beach ones or something like that. Um, get some coasters, and they only take like an hour and a half to complete. Um, and like one of them, which is not bad. Diamond painting takes a while. It's time consuming. Um, even if you're fast, it's time consuming. Um, even if I wasn't talking to you guys, it's time consuming. So, oh, I just got to do the pluses now. So let me make sure I put these in the correct thing. So this one goes into 14. And then I'm going to show you how I finish the sides. Um, I'm going to take the Plague Doctor off what I did, and then I'm going to put the black on because I think the black would look so much better. So we just have the pluses left to do. Um, I think if I was just if I was just some people enjoy just watching it like games. People go, "How can you watch games?" I love watching people play a game, especially if they have a good chemistry or a good rapport. So we're doing the pluses. Let me do this real quick while I'm talking. Where are the pluses? Oh, pluses are 15. So let me grab some 15s here, and then I'm going to pull this aside, and I'm going to um, show you what I do for the Plague Doctor. I just got Ang went outside and I got my tape that I'm going to use for my frames. Whoops. So I wanted, I'll show you that because that's kind of, you know, and, you know, one big thing is like, what am I going to do with all these things when I'm done with them? You know, some people store them in books. Um, some people give them away. Some people do them, it's their job and they do them for other people. And so it's okay. I finished that one section. So I am going to stop here with this. Let me put these back in and let me get these closed up. And I'm going to I'm just kind of moving some of this stuff out, moving it so that I'm going to show you the I'm going to move these over to another box just so that they don't fall. Okay, so I'm just going to move this aside. And here's the Plague Doctor that I did. Now, whoops, let's move it up a little bit. Now, I did masking tape. I don't like it. So I'm just going to take it off, which is real easy to do. You just pull it off. And I took paper to kind of hide all this writing. So we're just going to pull this whole, and hopefully, since I sealed it before I did anything, it's going to, none of the beads are going to fall off. They shouldn't. I put a diamond art seal on it. um, the paint a seal, which is this. And I put this on all of my stuff, even my coasters, so that the number one, it kind of locks in the beads, but it also, if there's any adhesive that's exposed, um, yes, thank you for that. Um, if you thank you for that, Dave, because I would love. Now I'm just taking this all apart. So um, there we go. So what I did first was I cut this down to about 1/2 inch all the way around it. Um, and I bought this tape. So if I wanted a bigger border, I could have cut it a little bigger. Um, but it's not rocket scientist, guys, for this. So now I got this tape. I thought about using duct tape, but I just don't think I would like it. This is like a painter's tape. I think it's also been called a cloth tape. I just got it from Amazon because I was too lazy to go to a store and look for it. So I am going to be using a sharp tool to trim some of this off. Whoops. Well, that didn't work. So I'm just trying to get the tape started here. Here. Oh, it is going to be a little ornery, is it not? Come on, once you start, I think you'll be fine. I will be returning this if it's going to be a butt head. I'm trying to get it to go in a straight line because we want this. Obviously, we need part of a straight line. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to take and kind of work on lining it up here. It might not be perfect, but I'm going to start this. Now I could use scissors to cut it. I might use scissors. These are Teflon scissors so they don't get goopy on them. So we have that. And we're going to make sure it's lined up. I don't want it on the beads. So we're just going to take it off and we're going to get it where it's pretty close. So we have that. And then I'm going to take and we just fold it over the line. And then I'm going to cut all that off so I don't really care. So the black looks so much better. These are Teflon scissors, so I don't worry about the adhesive. I'm just going to stick that there. I could use an X-Acto knife. This is a cutting board. But so we do that. We're going to do all of the sides. I do the short sides first, or I do opposite sides and then I'll do the others. So I don't go around. I'll do this other short side here. And so we're going to put this one on. Try to line up one side here so I only have to cut one. So we push that down there. And we'll flip it over and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to fold it up to, oh, come on. Yeah, I'm just going to, since that's not going to be seen, I'm just going to cut that out so we don't have a bunchy. So what happened? It just stuck on itself. So we're just going to cut it. It doesn't matter. It's going to be here in the back. But I just don't want it all bunchied. So we just fold this like so. And then we're going to trim this. like so. And then we're going to do the long sides. And that's it. And this is how I am framing my artwork. I would look at Amazon. To me, coasters, they do have some small things like magnets or keychains. There's a lot of different things, but they have a good variety, I think. And you can get like 6 coasters um, for $10. I mean, the ones that I did, the horror icons were $10. And I got the Nightmare Before Christmas, $10. So you can't beat that. So um, I wonder about getting different colors of this tape to use. So like maybe the blue tape for the butterfly. So that's how it's gonna look. And this black, you can't see the text at all through it. So that's it without, and this it with the black. I think that really finishes it. Yes, there's a bunch of stuff. And diamond art, it's not just you're not just going to be finding the paintings. Look up diamond art paintings or diamond art coasters, something like that, because you're getting all the accessories. You're getting storage containers. You're getting pins. You're getting everything, and that's a lot. Um, but I would narrow it down to diamond painting, art, or coasters, or anything like that that you would like to do. So here we are almost done with that. Let me do a little fold under over on this so that we won't. There we go. Um, so we're going to take this and we're going to fold it um, like this. And like I say, I seal everything. And the reason I do is because when you do the round ones, there's spaces in between them. If you look real close, see there's spaces. You can see my hand actually through the. Um, that's kind of cool. Um, and um, and I just need to trim off this little bit here. And oh my gosh, this looks so. I like this black so much better. So yeah, let's just kind of push that up. So we are done with this one. Not done with this one. So that one I've fixed. I framed. This one we're working on. So we did a little bit of something today. Uh, finishing this where I can actually hang it up in the bathroom. And because I sealed it, I feel quite confident. And it's not a bathroom that we take showers in and stuff like that. So I don't think the moisture is going to be a big problem. But yes, the plague doctor, I want you to wash your hands. So that's cool. So anyway, everybody, it's been let's see, 3 hours and 17 minutes. I got this much done. That was real fun. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you find something. And so I am going to do a little bit of shameless promotion. Dave mentioned earlier, he put the link out for the battle bus because you know what? It's my birthday, everybody. Next week, and at 8 p.m., I'm going to have a birthday party. And if you could take If you would like to give me something, and you don't know what to do, go over to that link on Throne and and um, contribute to the battle bus, Lego Fortnite battle bus. Um, and I will actually go over to my Throne and let's see. So here's my Throne account right here. And these are some stuff. These are some stuff that I found on Amazon, Dave. These little little, these are like little keychains. These are little animals. These are bigger ones. Um, Here's the battle bus right here. So somebody's already helped. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up so you can kind of see what you wanted to do. You can contribute any amount. You can contribute the finished amount. You can do $5, $15, whatever amount that you want to do. If you want to do $3, you could do $3. If you want to pay the shipping, nine oh whatever. So that's it. Once it gets 100% raised, I'll get an email and then I would be able to get it. So that a little bit of a if you want to give me something, but I do have some cool stuff on here. Go over, look. I have the I4 eyesore, Dave, um, but I think that's funny. Yeah, that if you want to, and Dave did put the link there. But my birthday party is going to be and party on with the unicorn song. There once was a unicorn. Never mind. Um, I want people to come to my party, Dave. If I um, so yes, this is next Tuesday. And then also Monday through Wednesday and Friday, I have my morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking. Um, Tomorrow we're going to watch instead of 6 episodes. Wait, how many episodes you watch? Yeah, we're going to watch 7 because last week we did not watch episode 18 here. So I'm just adding it in here so that we can watch them all. uh 5 o'clock on Thursday, puttering around with Lego Fortnite. Fridays is a new thing now. I am doing a block party every week. It'll be every Friday. I might change this time to a little later in the evening. I might change it to like maybe 6 or 7. I'm not sure. Dadman's not doing anything until 10. So I might do it, from 6 to 9 or something like that. But I'm not sure. But right now I'm going to do my little comfortable 1 p.m. on Fridays. Saturday midnight, we are going to be watching Better Off Dead. My Insomniac Theater, I am changing a little bit. Um, we're going to watch a late night movie, and our first one is going to be one that is Better Off Dead. I do want to say, trigger warning, this does talk about people talking about unaliving themselves. So if that bothers you in any way, don't watch this. It is a black, dark comedy. So, but that is at midnight. Saturday morning at 10, Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Realm, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Animaniacs, and classic cartoons on our Saturday morning cartoon show at 10 a.m. Sundays at 3, we're watching The Pretender. We're in season 2, episode 3, 4, 5, and 6 are what we're going to watch this next coming Sunday. And let's see, Mondays at 8, Batman the Animated Series. I'm Batman. Yes, I'm really enjoying this one. So that's Mondays at 8. Uh, Tuesdays, I'm going to be still working on the vangogh Starry Nights. This is what it looks like complete. I am really, really excited about it. Uh, it is going to be so much fun to finish. And then I got to figure a place to hang it up because this one I would like to hang up. And then after that, if I can find all the well, I've got to buy some drills to do it. But if I can get all the materials, I might do the free hug. But I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do it on glass, so it's going to kind of be see through. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to see if I can get all the stuff for it, but I might not have it, but we'll see. But that is um, going to be a while. So I might have time to get what I need. If you'd like to support me, you can buy me a cup of coffee at coffee.com, or you can go to my throne and help contribute to the battle bus. And those both are Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. You can send stuff to me, Dadman Walking 55, or Angelo, my youngest, who's a streamer on Twitch, to P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida, 32226. My streams and VODs, YouTube, Mrs.DadmanWalking55, Twitch, Mrs. Dadman Walking, social media, Twix at MDadmanWalking, Threads at Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, and Discord is Mrs. Dadman Walking. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. It's almost been 3 hours and 30 minutes. We have 6 people watching. Thank you so much. How many likes? Did you guys remember to like the channel? I'm going to check and see. Did you? Did you? Wow, yes, 9 people did. So some people kind of came by and left. So awesome, possum. Thank you guys so much all for being here. And as I always in my shows, I will see you next time. And remember to be kind, to show love. You're not promised tomorrow, so go to bed with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful one. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.